La Llorona is one of the most iconic and haunting songs in Mexican and Spanish folk music, with a rich history and emotional depth that has made it resonate with generations of listeners. Its title, which translates to "The Weeping Woman" in English, refers to a legendary figure in Latin American folklore, the weeping woman who roams the streets in search of her lost children. The song La Llorona is believed to have originated in the early 20th century, though the specific origins remain unclear. It was first recorded in the 1920s, and over the years, it has been performed by numerous artists across various genres, including folk, mariachi, and even pop. The song became widely known after it was performed by Mexican singer Chavela Vargas in the 1960s, whose emotive interpretation helped cement its status as a classic. The tale of La Llorona itself is deeply ingrained in Mexican and Latin American culture. According to the legend, La Llorona is the ghost of a woman who drowned her children in a fit of despair, only to realize her actions too late. She now wanders the earth in mourning, crying for her lost children. This story has evolved in various ways, but the central themes of maternal grief, guilt, and loss are consistent. The lyrics of La Llorona reflect the deep sorrow, guilt, and emotional turmoil of a woman who is mourning the loss of her children. The song's protagonist is in search of her lost loved ones, lamenting her fate and expressing an aching sense of regret. The lyrics convey her desperation and sorrow, and the sound of her cries is said to symbolize the intense grief that overwhelms her. Symbolically, the figure of La Llorona can be interpreted as representing the universal themes of maternal love, loss, and the consequences of one's actions. The song can also be seen as a metaphor for the suffering and emotional pain that people experience in the face of life's tragedies, making it not just a story of a mother's loss, but also a powerful reflection on human emotion and vulnerability. The lyrics of La Llorona vary slightly depending on the version, but they consistently describe a woman who is overwhelmed by grief. In many renditions, the protagonist is portrayed as being emotionally torn and haunted by her own actions. The refrain, which repeats the phrase, Llorona, oh, Llorona, emphasizes the pain of the singer as she recalls her sorrow and her love for the children she lost. Here is an excerpt of the lyrics from a well-known version: Soy la Llorona, que llora en la noche, que llora por sus hijos, que lloran en el olvido. I am the Llorona, who cries in the night, who cries for her children, who cry in oblivion. These words express the eternal sorrow of the woman and her separation from her children, whether through her own actions or fate. Musically, La Llorona is traditionally performed as a slow, haunting ballad with a sorrowful melody that evokes feelings of melancholy and mourning. The arrangement often features traditional instruments such as guitar, vihuela, a string instrument common in Mexican folk music, and maracas, which add to the song's folkloric atmosphere. The simplicity of the instrumentation allows the emotional intensity of the lyrics and the voice of the performer to take center stage. The song's pacing is deliberate, contributing to the feeling of sorrow that pervades the lyrics. The version of La Llorona made famous by Chavela Vargas is particularly notable for its deeply emotional interpretation. Vargas, a Mexican singer known for her dramatic renditions of traditional songs, performed La Llorona with a rawness that has made it one of her signature songs. Her voice, laden with emotion, delivers the song's themes of loss and mourning with a haunting, unforgettable quality. La Llorona holds a special place in Mexican culture, not just as a song, but as a symbol of the nation's folklore and emotional depth. It has been adapted and recorded by countless artists over the decades, including popular performers like Mariachi Vargas, Natalia Lafourcade, and Caifanes. The song is often performed during cultural festivals, in movies, and in theater productions, as it resonates with audiences on a universal level. Its impact has extended beyond the borders of Mexico and Latin America, becoming recognized internationally. The song's connection to La Llorona folklore, and its ability to evoke deep emotions has led to its inclusion in various films and television series, further cementing its place as an essential piece of Latin American cultural heritage. La Llorona is much more than just a song. It is a profound cultural artifact that speaks to the universal human experience of grief and loss. Its haunting melody, evocative lyrics, and connection to the legend of La Llorona have made it one of the most enduring pieces of Mexican and Latin American music. Through its powerful emotional resonance and its portrayal of the sorrowful longing of a mother, La Llorona continues to captivate listeners worldwide.